Memory today, taking a closer look at the Mandela movie, Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. Now, gentlemen, this is a warning. You're about to get some serious eye candy. These ladies are looking lovely. They looked beautiful on screen, and they're not only beautiful to look at, but also very, very talented. With me is South African Terry Pheto and an honorary South African with us, Naomie Harris. These are the actresses in the movie Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. Ladies, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I watched the movie last night. I was brought to tears. For me, it just shows the different reaction that the women had to face during the struggle, during apartheid. We have Nelson Mandela's first wife, Evelyn and Naomie, reacting somewhat differently, choosing to shield and protect her children and look after her family. And then we have Winnie Mandela, who was somehow, perhaps maybe hardened by what she had seen around her. Neither one of them was wrong, but just different reactions. What did you take away from this movie, Terry?
Honestly, it made me realize that we all need an outlet. And for Evelyn's character, what she found was just being closer to God made her stronger. And that's what she decided to do, be closer to God. And because you can't even blame someone like that at a time where people could die. And I think she was just looking out for her family, trying to be a better mother and a better woman.
And when you lifted up your fist and it said Amandla outside the courtroom there, I mean, I never thought I would, but I was seriously drawn to tears. You managed to channel the energy, the anger, the frustration of the time so well. How did you get that right?
Oh, well, thank you very much. I just did a lot of research. You know, I spent hours and hours watching uncut footage of Winnie being interviewed, watching apartheid documentaries, reading biographies written about Winnie, speaking to people who knew Winnie, and also sitting down with the woman herself. And at the end of it, I just felt like I was kind of possessed by Winnie. You know, I felt like she really got under my skin. And, you know, because you really have to connect with this woman. You know, it's not like when you're creating a fantastical character that it's imagined. This woman existed. For many people, she is a living icon. And so I really felt a great responsibility to really honor that.
In her speech yesterday, just before we watched the movie, she said how you managed to capture and articulate things that she could not even utter. You know, you took her back, and it was some sort of a therapeutic reaction that she had to watching the film. Your interaction with her, what has she had to say to you?
Well, last night she was in tears, and she said she was just so moved. She said I was an honorary African, which is the greatest compliment I've been given in a long time. So I was very pleased. But when I met her initially and I was doing my research, one of the greatest things that she said to me was, you know, you're the right person for this role, number one. You've done your research, and so I trust you to portray me faithfully. So it was great, you know, that was really liberating for me, because so many people had ideas about how Winnie should be played. But to have the great woman herself tell me, you play me as you see fit, I felt like I really had creative control and ownership of the part.
And I loved how they took so much longer to age Winnie, because let's just face it, the woman has got wonderful genes, and she looked young and hip and happening, and still does to this day. So she looked beautiful. I love that aspect and how they got that right. And Terry, Evelyn is one person who's not often talked about. What did you hope to bring to the fore about that woman?
I think it's always a beautiful challenge to play someone you've never met before, even though you know, it's better if you meet someone and you can do a bit of research, but you actually have to like own the character. And what I did, you know, with Naomie as well, like in everyone, we did a bit of research, actually a lot of research, and I spoke to some of the people that knew some of her granddaughters, who were like, she was a kind, warm person. So if you can bring that to her, and I think I try to make her human, to bring her closer to me, and to give her face and a voice.
And I think you two portrayed the sensuality of Nelson Mandela as well, which is something I thought, oh, we didn't know about that so much. So you go and watch that movie for yourself, and you'll see the human being, and you see that he is just the person, just the man. And he often says that himself, that don't portray me as a god, I am only but human. So you see the human aspect of Nelson Mandela in this movie. We'll take a quick break right now. We'll be back with more in just a